Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So let's get into this. This will be a today's topic video. It is going to be for the 3rd of June. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Start out with either someone is going to someone's wedding or they are thinking about their own wedding. This is two people from different cultures, obviously, because it's the people are merging with humans in holy matrimony, as they say. Um, let's let sorry, I'm hearing in my head um, the priest from Princess Bride. Love marriage. Um, anyway, sorry, love that film. We have the world, brand new beginnings. So the 3rd is a very, very important day for certainly, I think, in this feminine's mind, but in someone else's mind as well. Is she our lead character? I really thought it was a masculine as our lead character. I don't know why, but that's instantly what I thought, and so I'm surprised to see it's a feminine. Oh, it's both of their story. We have a 6 of Cups. Do we have people meeting each other and they know from first glance? I'm marrying you. I already know you're my person. This could be two people talking outside of a store, a business. This could be she goes into a hardware store to buy something. And this is the clerk who helps her back out to the car, or another patron of the hardware store who's like, here, let me help you get that out to your car. Let me carry this. There's something here where this moment is exchanged, and it's like, okay, this is bizarre, but I know you. You're my future. That's the best way I could say this. This is soulmates. This is two people. God, the 3rd is going to be a life altering day. Temperance. And it feels so calm. It's not the crazy love at first sight, heart pounding, butterflies in the tummy, feeling nauseous. It's this incredible sense of, I feel safe with you. I feel at peace with you. I feel like I was supposed to meet you. Well, they're both sharing that energy. He knows in an instant this is the person he's marrying. They do come from some kind of different worlds. I don't know what this means. Maybe they come from different towns. Maybe they come from different cultural backgrounds. Maybe they come from different parts of the world. 5 of Cups. He may have gone through like the loss of a home. He could be somebody who went through, tremendous losses in his life, the loss of his home, the loss of he may actually be fairly adrift in this world right now. Queen of Swords. But that's maybe also why this is such a great time for these soulmates to meet. She is going to be this kind of like lightning rod that grounds him. She is going to be this person who, I think she understands that about him right away. I think that with that clarity, with that sense of awareness, her being a Queen of Swords, she spots it right away. By the way, this deck is by Street Priestess. Amazing artwork. One of my all-time favorite artists. Um, Sorry, I was just so enjoying the. It's just, look at that outfit, and it's like you literally. It's like she's wearing satin, and you can see the sheen. I'm just always so impressed when I use this deck. Um, we have the sun. This is such a good day for both of them. There's this moment of true clarity, like there's this comprehension of the kindred spirits, the souls. She's the one in that beautiful yellow here. She's in the yellow crop top with the blue. There's the yellow and the blue here as well. So yellow and blue could be colors of the day. Specifically, she's in like gold and yellow, or she's got gold jewelry on and blue shoes, or there's something here about maybe it's a very clear blue sky with a really, like they could meet around noon or something where the sun is really high. We have the sacred masculine. There may be a hawk that flies overhead. He, in an instant, not only does he know this is my future, it's like She's not just my future, she's my future wife. He wants to marry this woman. Seemingly, in the first moments of meeting her, he already knows. He just became an emperor in that moment of meeting her. Now, it doesn't matter what gender. These characters could still be same-sex, reverse gender roles. We definitely have the energy of masculine. Both of these are classical male archetypes, which is interesting though, because this is the colors that she's wearing. But then this is him. Now he's in yellow or gold as well. But the sun is masculine energy, the moon is feminine energy. And all we mean by that is the harmonious counterparts of the cosmos. And, we all have yin yang energy within us. So at this point in time, though, they're both kind of in the energy of so much clarity, and they're projecting like the same thoughts toward each other. I don't think that either one of them is like hiding the fact that they know I'm meant to be with you. I think it's kind of like that look passes between them, that awareness. It's as clear as if they said it out loud to each other. They both know in the same moment, you're my person. We do have Sagittarius possibly for her, but also she could be Capricorn. He could be an Aries or possibly a water sign. And then we have that Leo energy as well that they seem to be sharing. We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse. There's not going to be a time when these two move on from each other. This feels very much love at first sight. Two people meet each other, and I keep feeling like it's outside of a hardware store. She may be buying a basket of flowers, a hanging basket. It seems like he carries something for her, but it's like whatever, like a feed supply store, a Grange, some kind of, it could be in a more rural area. This feels very specific, very specific. There's definitely like, on a lot of these cards, we have water, no matter what deck we're using, and this particular deck is referencing the Carolinas, but here it could be international, anywhere that we have, an ocean now is what we're looking at. And here we're looking at a landlocked lake. I always feel like this takes us into like Canada, perhaps. And this takes us somewhere in like, I don't know, Indonesia, Micronesia, anywhere. Just we have global, we have North American. It's pretty much anywhere, but we do have water consistently showing up here. So I don't know if they live in an area where there's water, or they both have come from cultures or geographical locations. Maybe they both like the water, or maybe that's just the reference of their energy flow. Water is a great conductor, but water also represents emotions. Justice in the reverse. The two of them meeting one another is like they both are closing cycles that were really negative. Meeting each other is the opportunity for them to change their circumstances. This is like a gift from the universe to set things right. My guess is that both of them had terrible experiences somewhere in their lives. They were not with people that they could trust, or they were not very well loved. They were not respected by previous connections. Both of them deserve to meet somebody wonderful, and that's why this is happening on the 3rd. Why specifically on the 3rd? Is there anything about that day? We have the blank card. It's blank on both sides. This is both of them, right? Two halves of the same person, or two very mirrored energies. Both of them are so ready for the next chapter of their lives to begin. And when you got two people that both are not just tired of being done wrong, but ready to be done right and ready to do right by somebody, of course they're going to be on the same frequency. Of course they're going to be able to find each other a lot easier. They're in the exact same vibe. 4 of Cups sideways. In fact, I'm going to say it like this. It could be that on the 3rd, they're both kind of feeling kind of bummed, like, I really am ready for a change. I'm really ready to meet somebody. God, it'd be great if that actually happened. I really like that. And I think that they're both in that vibe of I don't want any more people that, seem great and then turn out not to be. I don't want any more illusions. I'm kind of bored sitting around waiting for somebody great to come along, though. I'm ready. I'm ready for something real. And the Wheel of Fortune answers. This is, again, it's like the universe says, well, why didn't you say so? We were just waiting for the two of you to make that same announcement. Excellent. Let us bring the two of you face to face now. I definitely feel like they're whatever, their guardian angels or their guides or whatever it is that they listen to or feel is looking out for them is on their side on the third. It's helping these two find each other. I do feel like these two could walk through the same door at the same time. This could even be why we see them face to face. It could be that they're literally almost going to bump into each other, because I always look at the Wheel of Fortune where, like if we are unlocking like a safe at a bank and we click it to just the right spot, and then the latch releases and then it opens the door. That's what I feel like sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune is we had to like be a safe cracker. We had to click it to the right place through our actions, and then a new doorway or channel opens up, a new timeline opens up for us. It was always there, but we couldn't access it until we put some other stuff in the right order in our lives. And that's when the universe says, excellent, now here's this new timeline that's available to you. It's it's been unlocked. You can now go down this pathway if you'd like. We do have some energy here of Scorpio, also some Aquarius, also some Leo, and some Taurus. This is beautiful. These two have a whole future ahead, and I love the fact that they both know it. Is there any other like outcome for them? I just see this as all positive. 6 of Wands. This is the shortest today's topic video I've ever seen, in the sense that every card keeps giving us like encouragement that this is going to work for these two. Is there any advice to them or anything to be mindful of, though, universe? Page of Pentacles, sideways. It's like saying, just because you know that the two of you are, this is your person, they are your future, they are your future husband and wife, whatever, wife, husband, doesn't matter, whatever arrangement of genders, right? But just because you know that, it doesn't change the fact that you actually still have to get to know each other at the little level. You got to know how your partner likes their toasted. Do you like yours set to like crunchy, or do you like warm bread? You got to know the little details. You got to know what their sense of humor is. All right. Sorry, guys. I know the screen was buffering there for a moment. I could tell. But yeah, just because they already know the end game here, which is we're going to be together and you're my person, it doesn't mean that they don't still go through all the same steps of getting to know each other and knowing the little teeny tiny idiosyncrasies and, how they operate when they're stressed or when they're tired or cranky or hungry. Like when you get hungry, what do you need? Do you need to be left alone for a second and hurry up and get you a protein bar or something, and then be able to have conversation 15 minutes after it starts to kick in? Or, are you somebody who's like, I want to go ahead and, make plans for where we're going to go for dinner, but I want to wait a few more minutes to eat? How do you operate? What is your method? It's all the little tiny details still have to be learned. It doesn't change the fact that these two are going to be successful together. It means that they still have to start by, no matter how talented we are, no matter how much experience we have, if we get hired at a new job, let's say we're the world's greatest brain surgeon, but then we get hired at a new hospital. We may know how to do brain surgery, but we don't know the OR there. We don't know the layout of the hospital. We don't know our work colleagues. We don't know what maybe certain hospital protocols could be subtly different than other hospitals or something. So there's still a learning curve for anybody, no matter how talented and skilled and professional you are, when it's new. And the same thing here. They still have to have this learning curve of getting to know each other, even though they are going to have like a very happy life together. But we still have to let them get to know each other. You still got to crawl before you run, is what that says. All right, and now let's go ahead and pull a card for somebody whose birthday is the 3rd of June. Sorry, I almost said July. We have a Page of Pentacles. So it once again, it's that same card. It says our character has lots and lots to manifest. We got the Magician, but every great idea starts somewhere. It starts with that one little teeny tiny seed that we plant. I kind of feel like our character, especially for somebody who's, headed into their birthday, they may look at this next year of their life as a clean slate. And it could, if they take it really serious and they go, yes, this is the year that I really want to be mindful of the things that I start to, intentionally plant seeds and give my energy to. I really want it to be stuff that I care about. So I'm going to focus on my manifesting this year. And that could be the primary thing that our character does. That's what they set their mind to. This is the year that I manifest real wishes, hopes, and dreams. And I think it begins with when our character blows out their birthday candles. I think that is, what, let me really set the tone, be thoughtful. What do I really want to have happen this year? What seeds am I consciously planting? And I feel like, because we have this dragonfly coming in and sitting right here on this peony, I do think our character is also going to be saying, when people cross my path that, I like, or I'm excited about, let me go ahead and run with that. Let me manifest more of that. If somebody shows up in my world, I'm not going to be shy or act like it doesn't matter, or be just like, oh yeah, well, I just met that person, but I don't know what that means. If I like them, I know what it means. Maybe I called them in. Maybe I should pursue more. I feel like this is a character who's not going to miss any opportunity to explore what they're interested in, or whomever they're interested in that crosses their path. This just feels like very much like a year of carpe diem. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing.